Good morning, children. The next topic is connecting PHP and MySQL. So, in this lesson, we are connecting the PHP server side scripting language with MySQL. So, MySQL is a database software. So, database in the sense whatever we are giving inside is considered as a data. So that data, for example, our name, our class, our roll number, address, phone number, everything is a single data. So that data should be maintained in the name of database. So that database, the what for the database collecting, we are using some softwares, that is example RDBMS, MySQL, Oracle. These are the database softwares which is used for maintain our data for a long time storage, and whenever we want we can go and retrieve that, and for everything the all maintenance of about our data is done by the database softwares. So in this lesson, PHP with MySQL we are connecting. So MySQL is having some special functions to connect. So here some of the functions is there. These functions helps to connecting PHP with MySQL. So first function is MySQL connect, and MySQL underscore close, MySQL select underscore database, and MySQL underscore affected row, and MySQL underscore connect underscore error, and the last one is MySQL underscore fetch underscore Ashok. So these are the 6 main functions is used for connecting PHP with MySQL. This is the public 2-mark question. So how the connections are established? So every connections we need some connection objects. For example, attributes, variables we need. So those variables are for connection purpose. The syntax is MySQL connect. So this is MySQL connect. In the open and close, inside this we have some variables, that is server name we need, username we need, password and database. So these 4 is considered as a variables. These 4 must need for connecting the database. So for example, I'm simply writing a understandable example. So for the after connection we have to give some names, that is a 12th standard. So we are taking a 12th standard database here. So 12th, your class 12th, and MySQL connect. The syntax I wrote inside, server name is our school server name is Madonna, username is your name, that is student, password it is your wish, your password, and database name is class. I gave class, that is your wish, it is giving you. And this is the connection method syntax with the example. The second one is managing database. So managing in the sense, if we are connecting with these variables, we have to know whether the connection is established or not. That confirmation we need. So that is called managing database. That is, we are checking just the connection is established or not. Connection ஆயிடுச்சா இல்லையா அப்படின்றத செக் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தான் we are using managing database. So how will you manage? So first I am declaring the variables. Server name is Madonna, username is student, password is your wish password, database name is class name. So first I'm connecting this. So why I did this is this part only, the managing part, but why I wrote declaration connection function means after connection only we can check whether it is connected or not. So it's a logic, no? So after connecting then only we can check whether it is. So if we didn't try this, we have some questions, what connection we need. So for this purpose I'm declaring after connecting, then I'm checking, then I'm managing. So I'm connecting Madonna server name and student and password with the database name. Now I'm checking. So after connecting, the name as I given by me is 12th standard. So that this 12 only we are checking it is connected or not. First in the if class I'm using. So in the if, suppose not connected. 12th standard is not. This symbol is not, logical not. ஸோ ஒரு வேளை கனெக்ட் ஆகலை அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் காமிக்கணும். உங்களோட 12th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டேட்டாபேஸ் கனெக்ட் ஆகலை அப்படின்னா சம் இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை காமிக்கணும். ஸோ that information I wrote in a die statement. So because the false statements, die statement, that is what will you getting answer is connection failed because the 12th standard is not connected. Otherwise it will be connected. That will be right in a else part. Suppose the 12th standard is not connected, it will show you connection failed. Otherwise else it will show connected. That's all. This is the managing database. The next one is performing queries. Performing query in the sense needed informations retrieving from the main database. For example, உங்களோட 12th standard main databaseல என்னெல்லாம் வச்சுருக்கீங்கன்னா உங்களோட நேம் as like attendance மாதிரி name, class, what roll number, address, your phone numbers, then gender and everything. So these things, but I need only the name along with the address. இது ரெண்டு மட்டும் இருந்தால் போதும். அப்படின்னு அந்த மெயின் டேட்டாபேஸில் உங்களோட நேம் இருக்குது, ரோல் நம்பர் இருக்குது, அட்ரஸ் இருக்குது, ஃபோன் நம்பர் இருக்குது அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங் யூ ஹேவ். பட் அதிலிருந்து எனக்கு ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டோட நேமும் அலாங் வித் ஃபோன் நம்பரும் மட்டும் போதும். எனக்கு வேணுன்றது நேம் ஆஃப் த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அண்ட் ஃபோன் நம்பர். ஸோ தட் நீடட் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இஸ் டேக்கிங் from a main database is called performing queries. So for the performing queries we have some syntax. So that is select. See, mysql underscore query, that is connection object comma select keyword we have to use and queries we have to ask. Connection object is your 12th standard. So example, mysql underscore query is select and connection object, that is the name, main database name is 12th standard and I'm using a select keyword and queries are we need name, class, address alone. So from our main database I'm taking only three, that is name, class and address. Next is after all the work we want to close the connection in the sense. So the syntax is mysql underscore close connection object. Connection object name is your 12th standard. So mysql close the 12th. This is the syntax of close. The example program I am written. This is a 5 mark public 5 mark question. Example of PHP along with a MySQL program. Just think it is not in your book, but imaginary you have database like this, the main database. The main database name is given by 12th. So in the 12th standard you have ID, that is roll number, name, class, date of birth, gender, address and phone number. So 6 objects or 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 columns you have, that is 7 types of information in your main database. So now we are going to do all these operations, declaring, checking and that is managing, queries asking and closing. So this is in a single program. This is a public 5 mark question. First I am declaring server name is Madonna, username student, password is password, database names class database, and continue with that. We are checking whether the connection is established or not. So first we have to declare 12th connection object. We are connecting Madonna student password and class db. Then we are checking if the connection is attached or not. So if the connection is not connected, it will show you connection failed. Else கனெக்ஷன் ஆகலை அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு கனெக்ஷன் ஆகலை ஃபெயில்டு அப்படின்ற ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் காமிக்குது. சப்போஸ் அப்படி இல்லை, கனெக்ஷன் ஆகிருக்கு அப்படின்னா அப்படியே இன்சைட் பார்ட்டுக்குள்ளே போயிடும். தட் மீன்ஸ் உங்களோட query asking பார்ட்டுக்குள்ளே குவிட் ஆயிரும். ஸோ கனெக்ஷன் ஆகலை, இந்த ஃபோருமே கனெக்ஷன் ஆகலை அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு இந்த எரர் மெசேஜ் காமிக்கும். அப்படி இல்லை அப்படின்னா டேரெக்டாக உங்களோட மெயின் ப்ரோக்ராம்குள்ளே கனெக்ஷன் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்குள்ளே போயிடும். ஸோ ஐம் கிவிங் ஆஃப்டர் ஐம் retrieving those names, I'm giving a name as result. So just think it is a main place. So I'm retrieving from a main database. These database I'm just retrieving name of the student, ID, name, gender, address alone. So out of 7 I'm retrieving only 4. So before giving this name is 12 standard. Before 7, before retrieving, the main database name is 12 standard. After I'm retrieving 4, the name is given by me is result. So here echo statement in the name of ID, the output is in the name of ID, the result will become as, so the result is taking, so the ID is taking from result database. For example, in your output is in the name of ID, the ID is 01. So in the database we shall give, so 01, name is Abhi, class is 12, database something, gender and female, and address something, and phone number something. So I am retrieving, so the ID it's taking from a result of ID, and the name is name, it is taking from in the name ரிசல்ட்டில் இருக்கிற நேம்லேருந்து. And then gender, so the gender is taking from gender in the from female, and address it is taking from a result address, that is in the name of something the result is given by. After all the things we have to close the connection, that is mysql underscore close connection object, that is 12th standard. This is a public 5 mark question in this program alone.